Hi, welcome to Think Human. I'm Chris, and in this video I want to talk about the power of thinking. You might have seen these videos or seen some books, people talking about the power of thinking. If you focus on something hard enough, then the universe will bring it to you. There's a lot of talk about magic and energies and the power of the universe, things like that. If you can guess even a little bit of what kind of person I am, then I can tell you right now that stuff is nonsense. But it's interesting, I started thinking about it and this kind of power of thought. And you see some people are successful with it, people who believe they are lucky, people who believe that the universe can make changes for themselves. So how could it possibly work? And the really simple answer is, quite frankly, psychology. If people believe that the universe is making changes for themselves, if people believe that there's some kind of energy in you, some kind of cosmic force helping you to achieve things in your life, if you have that faith and belief, that can do great things in your life. I have experienced that myself as well. I used to be a religious person, and when you have faith in something, then it really does help you on a subconscious level and on a conscious level as well. If you have faith that the universe is working with you, if you think that there's some positive power making changes in your life, then there is a positive power in your life making changes, because that power is you. It comes from inside of your head. If you believe that universe is with you and you have this energy with you, then you are much more open of things in the world happening for you. Let's say you want to do something, like you want to be an actor, like a successful actor, movie star, whatever, and then you really focus on it, then you set your mind to it. You're like, this is my reality, this is my life, universe, like do this for me, or whatever. All it takes, like, there is little difference in between you just being focused at it and really wanting it versus thinking there's some magical power or energy making it happen. What matters, the main component, is the belief, the faith you have, the confidence that this belief gives you. So self-belief is tremendously important and powerful, and people often underestimate the power of that. Same way as I said before, people who believe that they are lucky. If you believe that you are lucky, then you're much more open in the world to lucky things happening to you. If you believe that you were always unlucky, then you always walk around with your head down and you're not open to opportunities that might make you lucky in the world. If you're just telling yourself the story that I'm not lucky, or maybe some story of I'm always sad and depressed. Well, if you tell yourself the whole day that you're sad and depressed, guess what will happen? You will end up being sad and depressed. But exactly the opposite way, if you tell yourself that life can be good, that you feel good, and you want good things to happen to you, and you're open to that, guess what? It's much more likely that these positive things can happen to you. Same way, if you tell yourself the whole day that you feel good and that life is good, then life does become much more good, and it doesn't need any energy from the universe, at least any that we are familiar with. It just takes this belief, and it's similar with the placebo effect, how people can be given something, and if they believe in it hard enough, it can work. That's why medicine is placebo controlled, not just telling people that okay, here is the real medicine and here is a pill that does nothing. They specifically do it with a placebo because they know that placebo, the power of thought, is important. When you tell people, I have a pill here that makes you healthy, I have a pill here that makes you healthy, one doesn't actually work, the other one might work. The one that actually does nothing, but if people believe it does something, will still do something for them. If they believe, now I'm taking something, this might make me feel better, that is incredibly powerful feeling. And people underestimate the power of placebo. I certainly know that I used to do that, because as soon as I learned about the placebo effect, I was like, oh damn, like, you know, like it was a letdown, disappointment, like, oh, it's just my mind. But once you understand how powerful the mind can be, it can be really useful, and we can use that. And I think a really important message is that the things we tell ourselves change who we are. The more we say something to ourselves, the more true it becomes in our lives. So it doesn't matter what you say, only thing matters is what in your heart, what do you truly believe, and what do you think is the truth, and what you want the truth to be. That changes everything in our lives. So yeah, I started off by saying that, you know, there's a lot of nonsense. I don't know why people need to disguise it, put some kind of thing around it, like, oh, like believe in ourselves, but it's magic. Like there has to be some voodoo component to it. Like I don't think that's necessary. I think we can just appreciate and understand that self-belief and what we say to ourselves is incredibly important. I can't stress this enough. People really underestimate the power of what we think. It's incredibly important, the things we think about. I used to have a lot of struggles in my life as well, with like mental issues and depression and all kinds of stuff, and like you learn a lot. And one important lesson is that what we think and what we say to ourselves, that is the truth. So I encourage you all to think good thoughts and feel confident and good about yourself, and life can be beautiful and wonderful. And yeah, this is just what I wanted to share. I hope you're doing well. If you have any ideas, please leave a comment down below, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.